about 7 weeks out from Healthpreneur Live. And first time I did the event, my biggest fear was no one's gonna show up. Like I really thought at some level, like, oh my God, what if there's like 3 people in this huge room? It'll be massively embarrassing. It's always interesting trying to fill a live event. It's challenging. So with Healthpreneur Live, that's always been this kind of like inner fear is like, what if no one's there? I share that because it doesn't matter what level of business you get to, there's always doubts. There's always like those moments, right? But you know, the key is like, when you commit to something, you make it happen. I think it's when the power of doing a live event like this is, we're already committed, we've already paid, so now we have to make it happen. So if you're ever doing anything that scares you, it's good. I think it's good. I like being scared. Kind of brings out the best in us, I think. If we rise to the occasion. Hey Jeanette, how's it going? Yuri here, hope you're doing great. Listen, I wanted to make sure that you knew about Healthpreneur Live. I know you and George just recently got started, but I want to make sure you guys are there. It's September 21st to 24th in Scottsdale. Couple things. Number one, we'll get to hang out, which for me is going to be awesome. But you'll also get to be surrounded by hundreds of other HBA clients. When you're in that environment, as you know, proximity is power, and then you're just swimming in that soup. It just feels so good and you leave fully energized and like you're on fire. So as a client, you get to come for free. Just let me know and we'll help you confirm your spot. Our goal at Healthpreneur Live, we've run the event 3 times in person. The whole like evolution of Healthpreneur Live was when I started going to live events, I started to get a feeling, like initially I was a fish out of water. I didn't know what I was doing. So initially I just wanted to get everything, right? Just sit in the chairs, take notes. Then I got to a point in my business where I no longer wanted to do that. And I no longer enjoyed going to events where I was being fire hosed with like nonstop content. I was also at a couple of events where I was like, this is more of the vibe that I'm going for. It's much more curated, much more intimate, much more connection more than content. And so with Healthpreneur Live, we wanted to create more of that vibe. And we wanted it to really be a celebration of our clients. So this year's event, we've got a number of clients speaking. Obviously, I'm gonna be doing some juggling acts on stage. That's my way of saying I'll be speaking from stage. And for the most part though, it's super chill. Like we're not overwhelming people with content. There's a couple strategic things we'll talk about. We want people to hang out and chill and connect. And you know, what we've noticed is that when people are in that space, they leave the event feeling energized and rejuvenated as opposed to like drained and overwhelmed. I remember the feeling of like, oh my God, I have this notebook of stuff and no clarity. So yeah, so it's the opposite of that. It's basically like the unconference. Hey Sarah, how's it going? Yuri here. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're enjoying the beautiful Toronto weather today. I want to make sure that you have your spot confirmed for HP Live. I would love to have you join us. So we just arrived in Phoenix. We're heading to the hotel, getting ready for our annual event, Healthpreneur Live. And it's nice and hot, so I'm overdressed right now. So we're here at Healthpreneur Live. We arrive in Scottsdale, which is where we do the events because it's just a beautiful location. Like we're very particular about how we do anything. And we also want to make sure that where we host an event aligns with our vibe and what we want to put out. So the venues that we do our events at are not big hotels and big conference rooms. They're like small spa-like resorts where it feels like you're on a vacation. Right away, it's just, you know, kind of, we had the team here, a lot of the team, just reconnecting with everyone, which was great. Some, you know, really nice dinners together and hanging out with our team, which is all remote, and being able to have the opportunity to connect with people in a way that we don't typically do on Zoom. So instead of the 30-minute, you know, team meeting type of thing, let's just get it done. It was just, let's shoot the breeze, let's connect about random stuff. And that was really nice. And I think that was a good reminder of the fact that remote is amazing. We've built a great team culture remotely, but we've also done stuff in person as a team that just continually reminds me of the importance of doing more of that from a team perspective. So we had a team day, a team half day, about a day or two before the event started. Great time, just kind of casting the vision, everyone collectively sharing their truths, some aspects of the business we want to improve upon. And that was awesome. It was really good to get to know our team more intimately and each individual to connect in ways that they maybe don't typically do remotely or online. Turn off Slack, turn off Facebook, don't do other shit while we're doing this. Let's just be present on what we're gonna do for the next 7 hours. And let's just focus on this. Is that cool? Cool. But I think the key is I'm okay, and hopefully we're all okay taking on those challenges, right? Yeah, and it's also what are the problems we're willing to take on? Because it's not that we get rid of problems, we just change them.
No field and see just Healthpreneur. That's awesome.
Yeah. Again, if we're building a brand that we want to be around and recognized everywhere, it would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Thursday, which was the day before the event, we did a half-day platinum day. How's it going, man?
It's Anthony. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yourself?
Excellent.
It's
Thanks
a
for being
pleasure
here.
to meet you, man.
Likewise.
Nancy and John.
Yeah, this session alone will be awesome. So for that, it was those who had purchased platinum tickets or certain of our clients who had brought people into the Healthpreneur Live event. We did a private session, which was a little bit higher level and a little bit more hands into their businesses. I'm super pumped to have you guys here. This is our special intimate platinum half day before we start the event tomorrow. I want to really make this about you guys. So what I'm going to share in the next 30 minutes is a little bit more of a blueprint to growing a $1 million plus business. I really want to kind of get into some more specifics around your businesses to give you some nuanced distinctions, because when you've done this over and over again, you see the same patterns. Our goal is that we have a roadmap that helps our clients, if they so choose, go from literally starting to more than $1 million in under 3 years. So we're talking about the journey from 0 to $1 million and plus with an online coaching business, talking about the bottlenecks and constraints that are inevitable and how to get through some of that stuff. So it was a really great 3-4 hour experience for everyone in the room. And then that night, which was Thursday night, we had the opening reception, everyone coming in, kind of registering for the event, getting their stuff, and just reconnecting with all of our clients and guests for the first time in person for many, forever, because I've never met many of these people in person. And then we have a few that I have met in person, which was awesome to just, reconnect. And that's kind of where it all started to go south for me in a good way. Really quickly, I started to recognize that there was a really, really big need to bring people back together. And that was confirmed the following day.
Welcome to Healthpreneur Live 2023. I was just about to ask if you guys were excited as I am.
So Friday we started with, it was an awesome day. I kicked things off.
To build anything great is harder than you think it's going to be, and it's going to take longer than you want. Deal with it and just go.
And we had one of our clients share some amazing stuff, part of her journey. We did some breakout sessions. It was an awesome first day. And how we do our events are very different than a lot of events. It's kind of like the unconference. If you've been to an event where it's 9 till 5 in a freezing conference room, nonstop content just being thrown at you, that's the complete opposite of how we do things here. We do have some content and some sessions, but they're typically a lot shorter. We have longer breaks. The day is shorter. We spend more time by the pool than we do in the conference room. And I think that's where the magic is giving that downtime for people to connect and organically talk about stuff.
Yeah. And thank you for all your insights, for sure.
Anytime, buddy.
Thank you.
Pleasure. You're very welcome.
What you've created.
It's cool, eh?
It's really amazing.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's really amazing.
All these humans flying around from
I
all the
feel
world.
like that if I have one takeaway this weekend, it's this idea that if we can't, you said it yesterday, if we can't directly change the lives of all these people, we can change the lives of the people or change the lives of all those people.
Yeah. That evening we had a big dinner, beautiful lawn dinner out under the stars. And that's when I started getting like the real ahas of how important this was. I've done a lot of events in person before, but I've never had that many people come to me on the first day just thanking me. But it was almost like thanking me from a place of like, I really needed this. I needed to be here. This is exactly what I was looking for. I needed to be around humans again who get me. Because we're all weirdos, right? We're health professionals and coaches building businesses online. Most people don't even understand what we do. And we've created a great tribe that's high vibe and that people resonate with who are of that mindset. I think with lockdowns and everything, I just got very like comfortable, like not having to do this stuff. And now I'm like, no, like I really enjoy this, and our whole team does, you know, because it's nice to put faces to names and just get off Zoom and, you know, give people hugs and stuff. It's great. Right away, I was like, okay, we're gonna keep doing this, because it's not even about me anymore. It's not even about the financial viability of the events or whatever, like that stuff. It was the very fact that there's a massive need in our community for this to take place. And it was almost my duty, our duty as a company, to make sure that this keeps happening. So day two, another amazing day, and we had some more of our client speakers. We talked about AI, did some really cool stuff that blew people, really just like got them super pumped about what AI can do, how we can grow into the future in spite of AI, and how to use AI, right? And like really bringing that touch and that human element back into the business to bulletproof ourselves as business owners against any advances in technology which are bound to happen.
Let's say you have data about your clients and you want to look for patterns, right? Or if there's research and you want to find out patterns or whatever. Instead of you sifting through all the data, you can upload a CSV file and tell ChatGPT, hey, what are you noticing amongst these people versus these people? And it's like, you just save yourself hours or weeks or whatever stuff like that.
So that was a great day, and you know, we finished early, hung by the pool, chatted. It was really nice. And then we had a really cool dinner for our HBM Mastery clients, which is our higher level program where we help our clients go to multiple 7 figures. And that was a really nice intimate setting, small room, private dinner, and just really nice to connect in a more intimate fashion. Hey guys. I just wanted to give a big cheers to all of you guys with my ice cold water here. We're super honored to have you guys here. You guys are all very special, you're doing amazing stuff, and we are so blessed to have this more intimate gathering and dinner with you guys, and for, you know, many more amazing experiences to come. So thank you so much. Cheers to all of you guys. Let's have a great dinner, have an amazing night. We had a great dinner, and then we had a really nice Havana night kind of hangout, which turned into a dance party on the lawn, and everyone was just like letting loose and having fun and decked out in their, you know, tropical Havana type of shirts, and we were sipping coconuts, and it was just so much fun. And I think a few of us lost our voices, and we're just like crushing the dance floor. This is how we roll. So that was that, and then normally I would have gone to bed, and I was, you know, tired around 9:30, and then one of our clients was like, "Hey, do you want to go into a driverless car?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've never done that. Let's do it." So we're going to a self-driving car. Check this out, self-driving car. So it's kind of like Uber, but without the driver. So they ordered 2 cars. We had, you know, there was 2 groups of us. And it's like 10:30 at night at this point. And if you know me, I'm in bed by 9:30 most nights. So plus the time zone difference, whatever. So we get to the front of the hotel, this car pulls in, there's no driver, and it's like just trippy. So we are in the car, no one's driving.
This is insane.
We get in the car, and like push the button and like it's off. And this thing is steering around the corners like the best driver in the world, and there's no one driving the car. So it was myself in the passenger seat. We had Bobby, our copy coach, in the back, and 2 other clients in the back as well. And we're driving, and I had this idea that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna honk the horn at someone as we're driving by. And as soon as I did that, the car literally just said, this is done. Pulls over, goes into a Jack in the Box in the drive-through, because I don't know why. I just hit the horn, and another car's pulled over.
Sorry about that.
Jack in the Box.
It seems that there are 5 riders inside a car.
In the drive-through line, there's a car behind us honking the horn, and we're like, yo, we can't move. We're not even driving the car. And so we're sitting there, and then their support person from like the Philippines comes on the speaker and is walking through like what's going on. And we're like, sorry, we mistakenly hit the horn. Only to realize that on the horn, there's a disclaimer that says like, don't touch the steering wheel or the car will pull over. I was like, well, it was dark, couldn't see it that well. Good times, Karen?
OMG.
We were laughing, pissing our pants the whole time.
I mean,
oh my God.
I cried laughing. I could not breathe at some point, and it wasn't because I was scared. It was like the fun in the car.
So anyways, we got all that stuff figured out and eventually got back on the road and went for a nice little drive. It was just a really cool experience. Got back 11:30, and I'm like, I gotta go to bed. And our final day was a smaller day, half day. Started off with some mindset stuff, did a private brunch for our guests to talk about, you know, if they wanted to continue working with us, what that would look like. And then I finished off with a closing session that was more around vision and kind of like tying it all together. And then I kind of finished off and I kind of broke down on stage, if I'm being very honest. So many of you guys come up to me just thanking me for doing this. And it's not about me. Like, I just felt that this was needed to bring people back together and to create a really special experience for bringing, you know, more community back to a world that's like so fucking disconnected right now. I said I wasn't gonna cry. So I want to let you guys know that we've committed to doing this again next year. We'll and we'll probably continue doing it for a long time. So I don't really cry that often, but I felt this whole weekend just a little bit off, like emotionally, but in a good way. Like I've just felt more like emotional than normal. And I think it's because of the volume of people that have just like been showering me like with like praise and love and whatever. So I just had a moment on the stage and I was like, you know, just deep appreciation and gratitude for the fact that everyone had come here and for just sharing that love. It was just really, really special. And then we decided to say, hey, you want us to do it again? And everyone was like, hell yes, let's go. And I'm like, good, we're gonna do it, you know? So yeah, it was a really, really great couple days. And to think back to, you know, several months before the event as we're kind of planning it and going through the logistics and worrying about are people gonna come? Do we have to really quote unquote hard sell people to get on a plane? All of that stuff always creeps in. And it's challenging sometimes with these types of events because what a lot of people want or they think they want is like, well, what am I gonna learn? What specific thing? Who am I gonna hear from? What speakers? The problem is that it's very hard for me and our team to articulate why someone should come until they actually come.
Okay, so the biggest takeaway I had from HBA Live is go big or go home.
Stop playing small. You are literally your worst enemy unless you're thinking big.
I'm choosing to stand in my own or get in my own way, and I could just as easily choose to step into my own power.
What I took away most from this weekend is the power that happens when we are around people who are like-minded, One of the things that's been so mind-blowing about being here is that everyone around, whether it's the HBA, Healthpreneur staff, or the other providers, it's like everyone sees the best in you. And so there's no other option but to rise to that place. And the amount of energy that I am leaving from this, it like almost makes me a little choked up.
You're on the fence and you're even considering like, should I, shouldn't I do this? Oh my gosh, it is such a no-brainer.
This is for you only if you 100% believe in yourself.
One thing that I would really tell you is just take the plunge, have the courage to go in there, follow your dreams. You have the support, you have the backup, and you have the community as well to really help you as you make this journey into going to where it is that you want with your health business.
Don't hesitate. Get inside rooms like this. Get around other people doing great stuff. You can't lose. And that's what we're trying to create here with Healthpreneur Live. Crying kid, barking dog, loud blender. Welcome to my house. We're gonna hang out today. I'm gonna take you through a day in life. Gonna get some coffee. Then I got some stuff going on today. So we got some team calls, a mock role play with a new sales rep we're hiring. And then there's a lot of stuff happening around the house today. So it should be a fun day.